Brahmaji, although eternally related with the Lord in the transcendental humor of friendship, and although entrusted with the most exalted post of creating different grades of living entities, is still conscious of his position. That he is neither Supreme Lord nor supremely powerful. It is possible that some extremely powerful personality within or without the universe may still sometimes show more power than the Lord himself. Still, a pure devotee knows that this power is vibhuti delegated by the Lord, and such a delegated powerful living entity is never independent. Sri Hanumanji crossed the Indian Ocean by jumping over the sea. And Lord Sri Ramachandra engaged himself in marching over the bridge. But this doesn't mean that Hanumanji was more powerful than the Lord. Sometimes the Lord Sometimes the Lord gives extraordinary powers to his devotee, but the devotee knows always that the power belongs to personality of Godhead and that the devotee is only an instrument. The pure devotee is never puffed up like the non-devotee class of men who falsely think that they are God. It is astonishing to see how a person who is being kicked by the loss of Lord's illusory energy at every step can falsely think of becoming one with the Lord. Such thinking is the last snare of illusory energy offered to the conditioned soul. The first illusion is that he wants to become the Lord of material world by accumulating wealth and power. But when he is frustrated in that attempt, he wants to be one with the Lord, so that both become the most powerful man in the material world and desiring to become one with the Lord or different illusory snares. And because the pure devotee of the Lord are surrendered souls, they are above the illusory snares of Maya. Therefore, even though Lord Brahma is the first dominating deity in the material world and thus able to do many wonderful things, because he is a pure devotee, he would never, like the non-devotee with a poor fund of knowledge, have the audacity to think of becoming one with the Lord. People with the poor fund of knowledge should take lesson from Brahma when they are puffed up with the false notion of becoming God. Factually, Lord Brahma does not create the living entities. At the beginning of the creation, he was empowered to give different bodily shapes to different entities according to their work. During the previous millennium, Brahma's duty is just to wake the living entities from their slumber and engage them in their proper duty. Different grades of living entities are not created by Brahmaji by his capricious whims, but he is entrusted with the task of giving the living entities different class grades of bodies so that they can work accordingly. And still, he is conscious that he is only instrumental, so that he may not think of himself as the supremely personally Godhead. Still there. The devotee of the Lord. Read.
Devotees of the Lord are engaged in a specific duty offered by the Lord, and such duties are successfully carried out without hindrance, because they are ordained by the Lord. The credit for success goes not to the doer but to the Lord. But persons with a poor fund of knowledge take the credit for success in their own accounts and give nothing to the account of the Lord. That is the secret of the
non-devotee class of man. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Sakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Nena Bhutale Swayam Rupakatha Mahyam Adhisvata Deham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sagaragunatan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadudam Parishara Sekidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishnavadhan Saranita Shivshana He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dheerabandhu Jagatpati Gopisha Gopika Gandha Kantarameshwari Tapkanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Itanam Pavane Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhudale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamine Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Vishe Shunyavadi Paschat Krishnadana Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, thanks for coming again for today's Bhagavatam class. Today we discuss the last prayer by Lord Brahma. So Brahma is explained talking to Vishnu, and this is the last prayer. O Lord, the unborn, you have shaken hands with me just as a friend does with a friend, as if equal in position. I shall be engaged in the creation of different types of living entities, and I shall be occupied in your service. I shall have no perturbation. What is perturbation? Disturbance. But I pray that all this may not give rise to pride, as if I were supreme. There is a very interesting word mentioned in the purport. Read this one. Louder. So being conscious of your position is devotional service. When you forget that, that is material life. When you are aware of your spiritual position, that is spiritual life. When you forget your ordinary position, then that is become material life. So you have to understand what is your nature and what is your duty, what you are doing. Like Brahma also has some duties. So everybody created must do some work. Because ideal mind is what shop? Devil's workshop. Your mind is ideal, then you start doing unnecessary things. Ideal mind is devil's workshop. Then you, why not we do this, why not we do this, why not? No. There is Vyuda Vikalpa. Madhuri Kadamani calls it as Vyuda Vikalpa. Vyuda Vikalpa means unnecessary you are speculating. Maybe I should go here, I should go there, I should do this, I should do that. No, but the problem is something else. Vyuda Vikalpa. You are wasting time by thinking too much unnecessary. So, when you don't do that, when you take shelter of devotees and then you understand your original conscious of his position. You have to be conscious. If you are not conscious, means you are sleeping. Right? If you are not conscious, you are sleeping. Just like some people, due to some medical condition, they go to unconscious state. So they don't know what is happening. They are just like a baby, They pass stool on the dress, they go urine just like that. People has to come and wash and do all these things. Big karma for doing this. It means he is not conscious of his position. When a conscious position, then you know how to react when a cow comes towards you and how to react when a tiger comes towards you. Clear? Not same, no? That is, know the conscious of your position. So we have to understand what is our level. That is humility. Humility is not outside. Humility means understand that I am so low in front of Krishna. The moment you think you are high, then you get puffed up. That's what today's sloka. But I pray that all this may not give rise to pride, as if I were the supreme. Because Brahma is also called as Aja. Right? What is Aja? Unborn. Aja means unborn. He has no birth. But here Brahma is confirming that I am not Aja, you are Aja. I am not Aja. You are Aja. And then he is telling also this fact that, like I am creating, I am doing my duty. There in Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter, everybody born must do some work. What is ours? Okay, 2, 3, 22, 23, 24. Translation. Who want to read? Want to read? Read this. So Krishna has nothing to do, but still is working. Still is working. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the point. So if Krishna is not working, we also won't work. So Krishna is actually working, and then we also must work. Did this? It's like the karmis are working very hard from morning to night. Devotees also must work, but without any attachment. Clear. So we should not confuse them to give up the responsibilities and go to Himalayas and do some meditation. We cannot do that. We have to engage them in their ashram. Not everybody can be brahmachari, grahastha, not possible. So even if some maybe donors, some well-wishers, you keep them in that level and then you preach them. Clear? So similarly, Brahma also was given some responsibility. So but when we do the responsibility, what happens, When we work, when we do some service, immediately what comes? Pride. Prabhu. Big devotee now. See, this is the next verse. So how it is following nicely? I am working, you should work. If you don't work, you cannot maintain your body also. But you work, but don't get puffed up. The moment you get puffed up, you fall down. Pride goes before fall. That's why your hand must always be like this. Always see everybody as exalted than you. You have no duty to judge others. You are not given any service. Prabhu, you go and see everybody is pure devotee or not. That's not a service given to you. Nobody gives service to you like that. You just say that you keep yourself pure devotee. Clear? So that is the point. So, let's go back. And the Lord sees everybody as his friend. Right? Sadhavo hridayam mahyam. That is devotees. The Lord actually see everybody as his friend. What is the verse? 9? 20? 929 Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Samoham sarvabhudeshu name deshu asti na priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mahi te chesteshu chapya. I envy no one nor am partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service to me in devotion is a friend. Is in me, and I am also a friend to him. By doing devotional service, Lord become a friend. Also Bhagavad Gita chapter 5 verse number. What is the verse number? $529. Read this.
A person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices, austerities, Lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace thanks of meditation.
So here also the word is mentioned. Oh, sorry, what is that? Suhurtam. Yeah, Suhurtam. The word Suhurtam means friend, the benefactor. Suhurtam means what? Friend, well-wisher. So Lord is a real friend, but we should not think the Lord as a friend. Sometimes, the devotees, sometimes who is senior to you, they'll behave very friendly with you. That is, they want to protect themselves from false ego. That's why they become very friendly with you, but you should not take advantage and become friend. Listen, they will think you are a friend. You behave friendly, joking, talking, but you should not think that, okay, joking, no. I also can joke at him, I can also laugh at him. Then that will become offense. That will become offense unnecessary. So, we have to understand the fact that the Lord is everyone's friend. And that's how the Lord deals with everybody also. So, really, Father also happy to see that the son or daughter doing more than the father. Clear? So, that is the aspect. You should not think that, like Jagannath Babaji, what he has done, he just found out the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What about Bhaktivinoda Thakur? He made a temple over there. Who is better? Who is better? Who is better? Bhaktivinoda Thakur or Jagannath Babaji? Jagannath Babaji only found the place, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur only built the temple. He built the temple. But Bhakti Siddhanta built 64 temples. And then he made many sannyasis, many brahmacharis, many grahasthas, many publications, many printing books. Who is better? Bhaktivinoda Thakur or Bhakti Sahasrara Thakur? And Bhakti Sahasrara did only in India. The Prabhupada did outside India. Outside India. So who is better? Bhakti Siddhanta or Bhakti Swami Prabhupada? Who is better? But no answer. So it doesn't go like that. Because the parampara goes by the blessings and mercy. So the father wants to see the son doing more than the father. Krishna also wanted to do something more than him. Krishna is saying, Brahma, you create, you take that glory. The Lord can create one. Why the Lord can take one more avatar for creation? He can take one more avatar. The Lord Himself, why He should give that to a Jivatma and empower him? If Prabhupada can deliver one Russian devotee, why cannot deliver all throughout the world, all devotees directly? Why he cannot deliver? So we have to be very, very careful in understanding this matter. But how the karmi guys are working, non-devotees are working, devotees also should work like that without any attachment. That is Krishna consciousness. Okay, I stop here. So, do you have any questions or comments?
Question of familiarity breeds contempt. Even though we stay with the authority, how to make sure that the
It is not just authority, it's also devotional service. Also, you get familiar devotional service. Suppose you are dressing Prabhupada every day. Okay, oh, I'm dressing Prabhupada, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. 10 minutes I can finish very fast. I can do this. I'm dressing Prabhupada very nicely. Who can dress like me? Every day I should, Prabhupada, today you do. I'm tired today. Today I cannot do this. One day I should change the patras. I should dress the dress every day. I should fold and I should cook. Familiar. And familiar to the Lord also. Familiar to Guru also. So this is all very, very dangerous spiritual. That is why the whole idea is that you have to be conscious of your position. You have to be conscious of everybody's position. What is Prabhupada's question? What is the question of devotional service? How rare it is to apply. How fortunate you are to get that. You always keep telling to yourself. If you are conscious of your duties, then you don't get familiar to the devotees, the Lord, and the devotional service. Also. Otherwise, you will become familiar. Anything else?
Also, you say that two services are dangerous. One is Krishna. Direct service to Krishna and one is
Vani Vapu. Vani Vapu. One is following instruction, one is doing physical service. Right?
dangerous like
Two?
dangerous kind of, I mean, like, no chance of direct familiarity, so it's
That too. That is service to spiritual master and Krishna. Two dangerous services, direct service. Like, addressing Prabhupada, addressing the deity. These are all very dangerous services. That's why the new stage, when someone comes, we don't give that service to him. We tell him to wash the patras. You have to become humble. You have to wash the toilets. Not that you wash, I cannot wash. Any service I can do, toilet washing I cannot do. No, that is first service. You should go wash the toilet and then sweep and mop the floor, wash the vessel. Then you become humble. Otherwise, the whole temple will become like a battlefield, fighting, attacking other person. Not good. Understood? Okay, stop. So no question, we can stop here. Rendra Srimad. Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada.